story is that like, and you can find it all on the net or in libraries. I mean, it's like before Son House was rediscovered, and like came over here. I think some of the film that's in existence of it, like the one you were talking about, I think might have been filmed by the BBC or at the Royal Festival Hall on one of the folk blues tours of the 60s or something, you know. So by then he was like nearly 70, I think, and he'd been rediscovered. But for like about 20, 30 years he lived like around Rochester, New York and stuff, and just worked like as a janitor in like their equivalents of like our council blocks and stuff, like the housing projects. And he worked on the railroad in Rochester, in New York State. I mean, he was like, he worked like heating up the rivets for the welders.
Yeah, I hear this, yeah. It was a film.
And also just like carrying people's bags, and so like the song is actually about Son House's lost years. It's like when he was working. And apparently didn't even own a guitar. He used to borrow guitars. He'd go in a bar and say he'd give him a guitar because he was a working man.
But isn't that brilliant though? That's
yes, and a lot of the people around him at the time, they had no idea that he'd had this recording career like 30 years before, and no record orders and all that, you know. And so he was just this guy that worked on the railroad, this old black man who came to the bar on a Friday when he got paid and got drunk and sang songs. So that was what that song tries to say. That was what I said in that song. So and that's what, you know, and it's like so mine, you know, it's almost like a kind of Johnny Cash, Townes Van Zandt sort of just saying it's like.
But again, he was a railroad, you know, they all sort of, he'd done it for it and given up. That's another thing about with Son House. Like you said, he had a recording deal years ago. And he sort of saw you, right? Because he couldn't afford that. No, it didn't make much. He just went back to being a bog standard real man. You know, he just went back to the working life. You know?
Got a job heating rivets in Rochester, New York. They say the eagle flies on Friday. That bird flies, she never talks. Got a memory of my mother. I've got a memory of the South. These people call me Eddie, but God calls me Son House. God calls me Son House. A salesman came around once with new guitars and strings. Do I look like I've got money? You know I borrow these things. But there's music on the long train and swinging on the luggage tags. Ask yourself, why does this black man want to carry your bags? Why do I carry your bags? I play these blues standing up, play them sitting down. I sing for my salvation, I'm not fitting for a crown. Give me your heart, give me your soul. Give me a day that doesn't hurt. And please give me a woman who doesn't want to flirt. And send to me a bluebird to sit here on my finger. I know that she'll say, Son House, you're God's own son. God's own sinner. My belly's blue, standing up, living, sitting down, sing for my salvation. I'm not fitting for a crown. God knows I miss my father, and I miss my childhood too. I've let go of so many things, some of them false, some of them true. This river's getting hotter, I believe it burned my hand. Must be a place somewhere for a songhouse on your bandstand, for a songhouse on your bandstand. Now baby's blue, standing up, living, sitting down. I sing for my salvation, I'm not fitting for a crown. Got a job heating rivets in Rochester, New York. They say the eagle flies on Friday, that bird flies, she never talks, she never talks, she never talks. Don't stay long enough